this video I'm going to show you how to make 4 Christmas light stakes out of a standard wire clothes hanger. So all you need is a wire clothes hanger, a pair of pliers with wire cutters in there, and the first cut I'm going to make is right in the middle of the bottom wire. So just find the middle, make a cut. The next 2 cuts I'm going to make are right after the bend in the top of the hanger. So I'll make the first one here. I'll save this piece. Set it aside. Do the same thing on the other side. Cut it right below the bend. You don't have to be exact. Set that one aside. And then I'm going to make 2 more by cutting right where the hook bends on the bottom. You can see that. I'll make a cut right there. Just like that. Set that one aside. Those will be our shorter stakes. And I'll make another cut right there. Same place on the other side. We won't use the hook. And now we have two sets of wires. The first 2 that I cut are going to end up being our long 8-inch stakes, and the second 2 that we cut are going to end up being the 6-inch stakes. So I'll show you how to make, they're very similar. For the 8-inch stakes, you just grab this top part with the pliers and basically wrap the wire around your pliers. It's going to look like that. You're going to make a loop. And then I just grab it right here, right where the loop comes together, and I bend it down. Now what you want is just a little gap. I might bring it in a little closer so you can see the finished product. You're going to have a little gap here where the wires will go through, and then the light's going to sit right down in there. And this stake is about 8 inches. For the other set, we're going to do basically the same thing. I'm going to put the pliers right at the top of the wire, and I'm going to wrap the wire around again, and you'll see it's kind of a similar setup. Use the pliers to bend it down, and your finished product is going to look like that. So we'll get a close-up of both of those designs here in just a second. The exact design of your loop isn't that important, but what I found to be really helpful is if you make sure there's a gap here where your loop comes together, because your wires are going to slide in there, and then that this loop is small enough that your light sits in there and doesn't fall through. That's basically the only 2 things. I do like to bend this end down so that the loop is kind of sloped down. That way the light is less likely to fall out. Now that you've made your Christmas light stakes, here's how you install it. So basically you just push one end into the ground. Then what you want to do is bring your Christmas light up and put the wires, see how the wires are coming up through the bottom? And just settle the light right down in there. It's very simple. I'll do one more so you can watch. This is our shorter one. Stick it down in there. Then I bring the wires up through the bottom. See that? And set it